Welcome back, disgruntled sports fans. Another week, another top 10. We're going to start the list in Berlin. Yes, the NFL is taking their horrible product overseas to Europe. And on this play, Taylor is going to be made to look unstoppable. And it's because none of the Falcons are going to try and tackle him. Like this first Falcons guy, he's going to reach out, he's going to go down, and he's going to take one of these pretend swipes at the feet. And then the very next guy, what are the chances he's going to do the same thing? Oh, I say the chances are pretty good. He's about to take that pretend swipe at the feet right about now. So you get two pretend swipes at the feet in a row, and then he does a backwards somersault afterwards. Excellent job. And then Taylor just trots on into the end zone. So they make this guy look like some sort of world beater. But when you go back and watch the tape, guys are taking pretend swipes at his feet. So on this play, Bo Nix is going to purposely play like trash in order to keep the Raiders in this game and make sure both teams score very little points. So he hucks up this ball into double coverage. Now watch how his receiver makes no attempt to even go after the ball. It's as if it's hucked right to the Raiders. And then look at the Broncos guy just stand there and watch the dude after he intercepts it. Makes zero real attempt to get over there and make a tackle. Then he reaches out, takes a pretend swipe at his feet. Of course. And this Raiders guy off to the races, except this dude right here comes over and very gently sits him down. Sit down. There you go. So in this game, the Panthers were used as betting bait, and I guess a few too many people bet on the Panthers. So you know what that means. They got to do the job at home to the Saints. And on this play, you're going to see number 8 back here. Watch what he does. So instead of covering number 83, watch the feet. Whoop. They come together, and then he goes down for no reason. Just falls down for no reason. Got gobbled up by that turf monster. And of course, this leaves his man wide open. He gets to stand there and catch this ball. Has plenty of time to take it into the end zone. He gets hit once he's already scored. Whoa, take me down to the Muff Punt City where the returners are really freaking shitty. Oh, won't you please muff this punt? Yeah, yeah. Oh, won't you muff? Oh, won't you muff? Oh, won't you please muff this punt? Yeah, yeah. All right, let's take a closer look at the Muff Punt City replay. You clearly see the Steelers returner waving for the fair catch. Nobody's in his face. All he's got to do is just, field the punt. But he just can't do it. It's too hard, man. To the best of my knowledge, this is doink number 18. Hit it. Well, I tried to tell you so, but I guess you didn't know. They've been messing with field goals, and there's magnets in the poles. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You lied to me. All those field goals I thought were so real. You lied to me. Now I cry. Now I cry, cry, cry. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Return of the doink. Another ball hits the pole. So on this play, Vikings quarterback McCarthy is going to look for his best receiver, Justin Jefferson, considered one of the best receivers in the entire league. And he hucks this ball up deep, looking for Jefferson. But Jefferson is nowhere to be found. Instead, it gets picked off. Where's Jefferson? Oh, there he is. So there's Justin Jefferson casually trotting over there, not making any attempt to make the tackle since the ball's been intercepted. Look at Justin Jefferson like, bro, you're supposed to be trying to make that tackle. So right here we have a clear angle of what happened to Justin Jefferson on this play. He ever so slightly runs into the back of the defender. And then, for no reason at all, he just starts falling down. And then he goes all the way to the ground and rolls over. So that's why this defender was able to easily intercept the ball, because Justin Jefferson fell down on purpose on that play. So it's no wonder once the ball was intercepted, Justin Jefferson knew he was the fall guy on the play. And he knew that he wasn't supposed to make the tackle. So that's why he's not making any effort here. Look, he gets bumped. He can still go run over there and try and make a tackle, but he doesn't. Doesn't do anything, just gives up on the play. So on this play, we got ourselves a ridiculous volleyball interception. A volleyball interception is when a ball is thrown perfectly into the receiver's hands, yet they, for whatever reason, will swat it up into the air on purpose or let it bang off their own helmet so that it goes up into the air on purpose. Basically, the receiver is volleying the ball up into the air on purpose. And look how high it goes. And the reason why the receiver volleys the ball up in the air on purpose is so that it can get easily picked off by the group of waiting defenders. And you can usually see the receiver afterwards not try and make any attempt to make a tackle. See the way number 2, just like Justin Jefferson on the last play, isn't making any attempt to catch this guy. Hey, come here! Reaches out and just touches him on the arm. Not trying his hardest to make a tackle. Runs behind his own teammate. Takes himself out of the play. So eventually this guy gets taken down. But you can see that the receiver didn't make any attempt to make that tackle. Guys, I am not kidding. There were 2 volleyball-style interceptions in this game. This one was even worse. So this one looks like it's going to go to this Broncos receiver right here. But he purposely doesn't extend his arms up and catch it. Instead, he pulls his arms back and lets it go by, and then he turns his head around with his arms scrunched in at his side and watches it go on by. Very strange. So it goes to this next Broncos receiver, who, I shit you not, lets it bounce off of his arm, and he volleys it high into the air, and he watches it go up into the air, right to this Raiders player. And then he pretends to go after it once it's already intercepted. Bo Nix is like, dude, you've got to be kidding me. That looked terrible. This game was the biggest upset of the week. The Bills' defense made the Dolphins look like superstars in this game. So you'll see this Bills defender right here. He's going to be the first guy to whiff his tackle. As you can see, Achane steps into the gap. The Bills defender waiting right there for him. This is where the tackle should be made and the play should be over. But instead, the Bills defender goes down, doesn't even try and wrap him up at all, barely even touches him on the leg, and then just falls down. So Achane squeaks through, and then this next player, he's going to go down, take a pretend swipe at the feet, going for some of that sweet feet action, as you can see. And then Achane off to the races. He could go all the way. Is there one last chance at some sweet feet action before he takes this ball to the house? Yes, there is. That final Bills player goes down, takes a pretend swipe at his feet. That is the theme of this week's video. Pretend swipes at the feet. That is the preferred tackling method in the NFL if you want to whiff your tackle on purpose. And of course, that brings us to the number one most scripted play of the week. And it's gotta be this punt return for a touchdown right here, right now. Homeboy's gonna take this ball. You got 3 Texans guys who are gonna come running up. Now watch this little juke move. Jukes all 3 Texans guys at the same time. Now watch how they all turn their head and have the exact same reaction. All 3 Texans players. Huh? So 3 Texans dudes all get juked to the right. And then this Texans guy comes up and just takes a knee. Doesn't do anything else, just comes up and takes a knee. Way to go, bro! He's still on his knee. Like, one of these things is not like the other. You're the only one down there taking a knee on the play, bro, but whatever. So this other Texans player, he has trouble staying on his feet. He goes down. And it causes this guy right here to lose his balance. And then he goes down. It's like the entire Texans team is having trouble staying on their feet. I mean, it causes this poor fella right here to go down and take the worst pretend swipe at the feet I've ever seen. I mean, come on, dude. Sure, we'll call that a tackle attempt. And it gives the Jaguars dude plenty of time to fall backwards into the end zone. And that, my friends, is your scripted top 10 for week 10. If you're still watching, please hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And I will see all of you next time. Peace.